Namaste. Good evening. Thank you for joining. This is a very, I feel very blessed to be given this opportunity by God to share this powerful stotra at this time. It is such a coincidence that I shared about Aditya Hrudayam chanting sessions on 22nd April in the WhatsApp group. So I didn't know anything about what happened in Pahalgam when I sent. I wanted to, I had a few set of stotras in mind, and I wanted to share one of them in May. That was my plan. And somehow God put this thought that in May, share Aditya Hrudayam with everybody. There are so many other stotras which I feel more confident to recite than Aditya Hrudayam, to be honest. But still, I just posted that, we are going to start Aditya Hrudayam. And this is ever since 22nd, whatever things that we have seen happening. I feel it is important for us to understand the connect of why this stotra is significant and why, how it is going to be beneficial for all of us. So, with that introduction, let us get started. Please sit comfortably. Keep your back, neck, and head in a straight line. Let us take a few deep breaths. Let us first take the blessings of Bhagavan Ganesha to guide us in the next 2 weeks and help us learn this powerful Aditya Hrudayam Stotra. Let us also pray to Bhagavan Ganesha to give us strength, both physical and mental strength in these times, and also to help us be consistent in our learning practice. Bring your hands to Namaskara Mudra. So we will invoke Bhagavan Ganesha with this short shloka. If you need to see the verse, please open your eyes. Repeat after me. Gajananam bhutaganaadisevitam kapittajambufalasaravakšitam उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणम् नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम्. Let us take the blessings from Bhagavan Ganesha. So for the next 2 weeks, every day we will begin the session with this invocation prayer. It's a very beautiful prayer to Bhagavan Ganesha. And by the end of these 2 weeks, you will automatically memorize it. Gently open your eyes. Namaste. So before I proceed, I'm referring to Professor Mahadevan's lectures on Valmiki Ramayanam and Valmiki Ramayanam website, where every verse of Valmiki Ramayanam is mentioned along with word by word meaning. This is the trustworthy site valmikiramayan.net. I also refer to shlokam.org for almost most of the shlokas that I usually refer. So gratitude to all these scholars and resources for helping us learn Aditya Hrudayam. So this is the tentative plan for the next 2 weeks. So we are starting from Sunday, Sunday being the auspicious day for Bhagwan Surya. So we will continue for 2 weeks. Next Sunday, there will be a midpoint revision. And then at the final end of 2 weeks, there will be a final group Parayanam. So in Aditya Hridayam, there are 31 verses, 31 shlokas. So we will progress through them as per this schedule. So before we proceed, importance of sun worship. Why sun worship is important, right? Because Aditya Hridayam is all about sun god. First and foremost, from a spiritual significance point of view, sun god is Pratyaksha Devata. We can see sun god, right? Every day we can see. So Pratyaksha means one whom we can easily perceive through our senses. So Pratyaksha Devata. And in our culture, there is a lot of emphasis given to sun worship, be it Sandhya Vandanam or be it various other practices. We pay reverence and gratitude to sun god. Because without sun, there is no life. And our ancestors recognize this important fact. And they have incorporated these practices in our daily schedule. Surya is also called as Surya Narayana. Narayana means embodiment of protection. So Surya Narayana is a god. In God form, we worship in various ways. In Tattva Bodha, Adi Shankaracharya ji has mentioned about how for various sense organs, there are associated deities. So for eyes, the Indriya Devata is sun god. So if there is any problem with your eyesight, worshipping sun god in full devotion, full shraddha by chanting Aditya Hridayam, or just offering your prayers every day to sun god, that in itself will give a huge impact, positive impact for your eyesight. Bhagwan Krishna mentions about in Gita chapter 10 in Vibhuti Yoga, where he talks about various vibhutis, various manifestations. He says, amongst luminous objects, I am the sun. So this shows the importance of sun that is incorporated in our scriptures. Even if you keep aside the spiritual part of it, if you look at our existence depends on sun. Our life is possible on this planet because of sun. These days, we all talk about vitamin D, right? So sun is like the everlasting source of vitamin D. It nourishes all beings, not just humans, all beings. So we have cats at home and they are so naturally attracted to sun. Whenever sun shines bright, they will immediately ask us to go to the balcony, open the balcony door so they could go and get the sunlight. And from morning to evening, they will be happily relaxing in the balcony because they are naturally tuned to sunlight. Unlike us, where we have to like schedule time to get exposed to sunlight. And you might have also noticed whenever there is lack of sunlight, we feel very dull, very depressed. When there is sunlight, we feel a lot more energetic, right? So there is also a correlation where countries that don't receive enough sunlight, there are various mental health issues people face. So the sun rays are very important for our stable mental health. Sun is the calendar. Based on sun, many events are being calculated. It is an important aspect in astrology. Sun is crucial for our seasons and climatic conditions. So, we can go on and on about the importance of sun. So when we are talking about energy resources, sun is like abundantly available, right? So you could see the role sun plays in our daily life and how much of it we pay attention to, right? Many times we just take it for granted. It is available for free, it is always there, it always rises. There is not even a single day where the sun doesn't rise, so we take it for granted. So in order to not take it for granted, in order to pay that respect, reverence and gratitude, our ancestors have incorporated sun worship in various ways. So this is one example that Professor Mahadevan has shared from Mahanarayana Upanishad. So I've put it as a flow chart so that it's easy to understand how the ultimate goal, which is self-realization, it starts with sun. So sun rays are emitted that transforms water into rain clouds, and then rain starts to fall. Because of rain, all the plants, trees, herbs grow. Food is produced. Because of food, prana, the life force, is nourished. Without food, we feel very low on energy, right? So that is prana. So food gives us prana, and prana helps us to get that bodily strength, that vitality. And only when there is bodily strength, we will be able to perform tapas. Tapas in the sense self-control. When we feel low on bodily strength, we easily succumb to temptations. So to get that self-control, to have that ability to perform tapas doesn't mean sages who sit and do poor, severe meditation. That is not tapas in this context. It is about how we can get out of our comfort zone, how we can self-control, how we can practice self-control. Once we get into this tapas state uh, repeatedly, then it will help us to improve shraddha in scriptures. We start to gain more focus in understanding our scriptures. As that quality improves, it improves our ability to grasp and retain. This is called as Meda Shakti. So our ability to grasp and retain memory, all that improves. That leads to reflection and superior thinking. And that results in calmness of mind, being equanimous in situations, approaching problems with a peace of mind, right? And so the steps are being talked about how it eventually leads to self-realization. So as you can see, how sun plays such an important role from physical, mental, emotional state in the material world, as well as towards our spiritual pursuits. So now that we have understood why sun worship is important, now we will know why learning Aditya Hrudayam is important. So Aditya Hrudayam comes as part of Valmiki Ramayanam. Um, Here it is in Yuddha Kanda. So the 105th chapter, 105th Sarga, we have this Aditya Hrudayam. So just like how Bhagavad Gita is placed in Mahabharatam, Aditya Hrudayam comes as part of Valmiki Ramayanam. This comes at a very crucial juncture. So the fight between Rama and Ravana is happening. And towards the end, before the final battle, this powerful shloka is given. So Bhagwan Rama feels exhausted at one point after the repeated fight. At one point, the charioteer of Ravana, after he got injured, he takes him away from the battlefield. But Ravana insists, no, no, I'm going to go back. And Rama was exhausted, but he sees Ravana approaching. He's coming back. So Rama, if you think of Bhagwan Rama, he is a human, right? In his birth, he doesn't realize that he is God himself. So sage Agastya sees Rama's exhausted, tired stature, And then he comes and gives him this advice that pray to Surya Devata, that he will ensure that you gain victory in this war. And Agastya motivates Bhagwan Rama, and after that he chants three times Aditya Hrudayam, and then he gets ready for the fight. We will talk about all that as we progress, and then he is ready to face Ravana. So there are 31 shlokas, and first five shlokas is all about how Agastya sets this context. 6 to 24 is where the verses, the actual Aditya Hridayam, where the Bhagavan Surya is being praised. 25 to 27 is the Phalashruti. Phalashruti is the benefits are being talked about on what we will gain. Every stotra we have this Phalashruti. And then after that, 28 to 31, Rama is now ready. He prays to Surya and he resumes the fight. So this is the structure of Aditya Hridayam. It's usually chanted in the mornings during sunrise. We take a bath, we go in front of sun god and we offer our prayers. Evening is also fine. Any Sandhya time, morning or evening, better to chant in front of sun god. So in terms of learning method, there's slight change from how we approached in Hanuman Chalisa. So this is a Sanskritam stotra. So the steps that we will follow very similar, but certain things that we will improve upon. The first is I will share the pronunciation of the individual words of each shloka. I'll also talk about a little bit on the Mahaprana, Samyuktakshara, Sandhi rules if words are being joined. You don't have to know extensive Sanskrit grammar for this, but basic things I will point out as we chant every shloka. Third, I'll share the meaning of the shloka. Fourth is when we will follow a lead and follow method. So here each shloka is going to be of two lines, two sentences, and each sentence is broken down into two. So that is called as a pada. So there are four quarters. This is very similar to Bhagavad Gita chanting, and the meter or the tune that we will follow is Anushtup Chandas. There are various chandas or meter that is used in different stotras. For this particular Aditya Hridayam stotra, Anushtup Chandas is followed. There are also various other very beautiful poetic renditions of Aditya Hridayam. One of it, which I really love, I will share it towards the end so you can listen to it as well. But in terms of chanting, Anushtup Chandas is very easy to follow. So we will take each pada, each quarter of that shloka, we will repeat it twice. And then we move on to each line, we will repeat it twice. And then we go on to the full shloka. Together, all of us will chant for 3 times. So this is the method that we will follow. This is typically the chanting procedure that is followed in many schools. So we will follow the same method to get used to the chanting and the words, because this is going to be in Sanskritam. So if for people who are new to Sanskritam, this method repetition will help you to capture the essence and memorize it very quickly. Okay, so with that prelude, let's get started with the first shloka. So today we are going to be covering the first and the second. Okay, so verse 1. So first Agastya comes and he sees Rama in the battlefield. So you can follow either the Sanskritam or the English transliteration. I will share what each of these mean. Okay, so first, Tato yuddha. This is the followed by the. You have to stress a little more. Yuddha. Parishrantam. Parishrantam. So if you see S followed by a slight line on top, you have to say sh. Parishra a, and then you have a line on top. It means a. Okay, so parishrantam. Tato yuddha parishrantam samare Chintaya, Chintaya. So again, A followed on top of it, there is a line. So Chintaya Sthitam, Sthitam. This is Mahaprana. So Tha, Sthitam. Tato Yuddha Parishrantam Samare Chintaya Sthitam. Ravanam, Ravanam. So A, you see a transliteration in the line on top. N, there is a dot below. So you have to say N, N. In Tamil, that Moonu Shudi N, that N. In Hindi, it's the same. So Ravanam. Okay, Ravanam. Chagrato. Chagrato. Drishtva. This is the, and then there is, you should not say Dru, you should say Dr. Drishtva. This is Murdanya Sh. So the Sh, the tongue should roll a little bit. Drishtva. Drishtva. Yuddhaya. Yuddhaya. Samu pastitam. Pastitam. Okay. Ravanam chagrato drishtva yuddhaya samupastitam. Okay, so here Mahaprana, this the, yuddha, you have to stress a little more. Then Parish, the sh, this is called Talavya sh, the tongue touches the upper palate close to your teeth. Parishrantam samare chintaya sthitam. Tha is Mahaprana, so you have to say tha, sthitam. Ravanam jagrato drishtva, sh, again rolling your tongue, and it is a Mahaprana. You have to give a little more breath. Yuddhaya samupastitam tha. Okay, so here again the context is being set. Rama is in the battlefield, and samare chintaya sthitam, he is like absorbed in thought. Chintaya means is like not worried, but he is like deep in thought. And he sees Ravanam chagrato drishtva. Drishtva means he is seeing Ravana approaching. Yuddhaya samupastitam. Now he has to face him and be ready for the battle again. So this is the context in which Aditya Hrudayam starts. Okay, so let's begin the chanting. Repeat after me. Tato yuddha parishrantam. Tato yuddha parishrantam. So I will chant once and you repeat twice. I will also repeat so that there is a continuity. Samare chintaya sthitam. Samare chintaya sthitam. Samare chintaya sthitam. Ravanam chagrato drishtva. Ravanam chagrato drishtva. Ravanam chagrato drishtva. Yuddhaya samupastitam. Yuddhaya samupastitam. Yuddhaya samupastitam. Okay, so now we will chant the first line together. First I will chant, then we will repeat 2 times. Tato yuddha parishrantam samare chintaya sthitam. Tato yuddha parishrantam samare chintaya sthitam. Tato yuddha parishrantam samare chintaya sthitam. Ravanam chagrato drishtva yuddhaya samupastitam. Ravanam chagrato drishtva yuddhaya samupastitam. Ravanam chagrato drishtva युद्धाय समुपस्थितम्. Now the full shloka, all of us will chant together 3 times. Tato yuddha parishrantam samare chintaya sthitam ravanam chagrato drishtva युद्धाय समुपस्थितम् ततो युद्धपरिश्रान्तम् समरे चिन्तया स्थितम् रावणं चाग्रतो दृष्ट्वा युद्धाय समुपस्थितम् ततो युद्धपरिश्रान्तम् समरे चिन्तया स्थितम् रावणं चाग्रतो दृष्ट्वा युद्धाय समुपस्थितम्. So this is the method that we will follow for each verse. We will also repeat every class, whatever previous class shloka. So you will get ample practice in these 2 weeks. So you will get very comfortable at the end of 2 weeks. Second verse. So now in that battlefield, Rama is just sitting in deep thought. He sees Ravana coming. And that time, sage Agastya comes closer. This is the context. Daiva taishcha samagamya Daiva taishcha samagamya drashtu, not dru, it is dra. Drashtumabhyagato ranam Daivataishcha samagamya drashtumabhyagato ranam upagamya bravidramam agastyo bhagavan rishihi. We should not say rishi or rushi, it is rishi, rishihi. So here in some shloka books it's mentioned as upagamya, and in some it is mentioned as upagamya. Both the context is more or less the same, so we can use upagamya. For chanting it feels more easier if we say upagamya. So, and again, if you see, this is a very big word. Upagamya bravidramam agastyo bhagavan rishihi. So, chanting it in one breath will take practice. So, for that, we will break it here. Upagamya bravidramam agastyo. Ramam followed by agastyo. So, we will break here for the fourth pada. So, let's go over the Mahapranas. Daiva taishcha samagamya drashtu. Sh is murdanya sha. So fold your tongue and say drashtu. Drashtu mabhyagato ranam. Upagamya bravidramam agastyo bhagavan rushihi. Again the sh is murdanya, so she, rushihi. Okay, so we are breaking here at Ramam followed by Agastya. Okay, let's chant. The meaning is like now Agastya sees this situation. He approaches Rama and then he spoke as follows, which we will see in the verse 3 and 4. Now the first pada. Daivataishcha samagamya दैवतैश्च समागम्य द्रष्टुमभ्यागतोरणम् 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 उपागम्याब्रवीद्रामम् 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 अगस्त्यो भगवान् ऋषिः अगस्त्यो भगवान् ऋषिः अगस्त्यो भगवान् ऋषिः. Now we go on to the first line. दैवतैश्च समागम्य द्रष्टुमभ्यागतोरणम् दैवतैश्च समागम्य द्रष्टुमभ्यागतोरणम् दैवतैश्च समागम्य द्रष्टुमभ्यागतोरणम् उपागम्याब्रवीद्रामम् अगस्त्यो भगवान् ऋषिः उपागम्याब्रवीद्रामम् अगस्त्यो भगवान् ऋषिः उपागम्याब्रवीद्रामम् अगस्त्यो भगवान् ऋषिः. Now the full shloka 3 times together. दैवतैश्च समागम्य द्रष्टुमभ्यागतोरणम् उपागम्याब्रवीद्रामम् अगस्त्यो भगवान् ऋषिः दैवतैश्च समागम्य द्रष्टुमभ्यागतोरणम् उपागम्याब्रवीद्रामम् अगस्त्यो भगवान् ऋषिः दैवतैश्च समागम्य द्रष्टुमभ्यागतोरणम् उपागम्याब्रवीद्रामम् अगस्त्यो भगवान् ऋषिः. So here the context is set. Sage Agastya has come to see the battle. Ranam is battle. Drashtum Abhyagato. He has come along with all the devas. Daiva Taishcha Samagamya. They have all come together to watch the battle. And then he sees Agastyo, Bhagavan Rishi. He is the greatest sage, glorious sage, Agastya. He sees the state of Rama and then he approaches him. He goes towards him and then he talks. So that is the context which we will see tomorrow. So for the closing prayer, we will chant the Loka Prarthana. Repeat after me. Bring your hands to Namaskara. Om Swastif Prajabhyah Paripalayantam न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. Thank you for joining today. We will continue tomorrow. So do not worry if it was difficult. We will go slowly from tomorrow. Even if it takes 1 or 2 days extra, no problem. So we will go slowly so that at the end of 2 weeks, you will be able to chant comfortably. Okay. Thank you all. Have a nice evening. Namaste.